Hello and welcome back to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. We just witnessed an all Irish affair in Limerick. Munster at home, playing against Leinster, of course. It's Leinster who came away with the bragging rights, winning by 9 points to 3. A low scoring affair, no tries, of course, on either side. But as the game started, we saw Leinster come away with an early penalty, which they converted to get those 3 points. And then from there, they gained another penalty, which they did, in fact, convert. And going into half time, they were 6 points up. But just before half time, Munster did, in fact, get a yellow card. The scrum off Craig Casey, not making any effort to make a legal tackle, almost driving one of the Leinster players into the ground, going past the 90 degrees and costing his team down to 14 men in that second half. And it was 6-0 for the most part in cold, wet, and windy conditions at Thomond Park in Limerick. Munster did, in fact, convert via Jack Crowley a penalty to make it 6-3. So the scores at some point were pretty even. You thought that Munster did get the ascendancy at scrum time. A couple of decisions. We saw Andrew Brace not have too much patience at scrum time with too many resets. But it was just the stop-start nature affair of the game that didn't allow for either side to stretch their wings and play the game that they would have liked because of the conditions. So Munster were always chasing the game, and you felt that the limited opportunities, should I say, that they would have gotten should the conditions have been great, were just so much more concealed because of the conditions. So they had to be, how could I say, they had to be efficient in their efforts, and they didn't have too many opportunities to be efficient. It was Leinster who then kept the ball, slowed the game down. There was sort of the Jacques Nienaber effect you kind of felt, where Springbok rugby was the essence of the day, where they just slowed it down and win by any means. And you saw that towards the end. Both teams with a lot of handling errors. Leinster, of course, making almost double the amount of tackles. So it shows you they were resolute on defence. But for the most part, Munster got the opportunities to perhaps put the 3 points over, and they just didn't do it. They went for the positive play, which you would have thought perhaps at one stage when Jack Crowley had the opportunity to level the game within distance. Maybe he didn't back himself, a little bit of lack of confidence. But Leinster then, towards the end of the game, closing it off, we saw another yellow card for Munster, which didn't help their cause one little bit. They would have to have been forced to play from deep to perhaps score, which was just about impossible. Leinster then got a penalty. Subsequently, another scrum penalty, which they opted for the scrum just to rub it in the face, perhaps, and deny Munster a bonus point or a losing bonus point. They got the scrum penalty and then decided, with only 30 seconds left to play, Harry Byrne would put it over, and the game ended at 9 points to 3. They didn't, of course, deny Munster the losing bonus point, but Munster walk away again without the bragging rights at home, losing to Leinster. Leinster, of course, go marching on in the United Rugby Championship, and in this all Irish derby, in fact, have the bragging rights away from home. So Leinster walk away 9 points to 3 victors. For everyone that tuned in on Forever Rugby at Forever Sports, thank you from myself, Roots. Until next time, bye for now.